When we think of trucks, the first thing that comes to mind are massive beasts of the road, ready to haul tons. But what happens when manufacturers decide to go in the opposite direction? Instead of giants, they gave us small pickups, but packed with ingenuity. Here we present the 6 smallest pickups in history. Vehicles that, although not the most powerful, stood out for their character, utility, and a touch of eccentricity. Subaru 360 pickup, small but brave. The Subaru 360 pickup wasn't just a truck, it was an experiment on wheels. Manufactured between 1961 and 1966, this vehicle was the cargo version of the iconic Subaru 360, affectionately known as the Ladybug because of its rounded shape. In a Japan undergoing reconstruction, where space and resources were limited, this little pickup was the perfect solution. At just 2 meters and 99 centimeters long and with a 360 cubic centimeters two-stroke engine producing 16 horsepower, the Subaru 360 pickup wasn't built for speed. It could reach a top speed of 80 kilometers per hour, enough to get around narrow streets and make quick deliveries. But what it lacked in power, it made up for in agility and efficiency. Its 200-kilogram load capacity was ideal for small business owners and farmers who needed something economical and practical. The interior of the 360 pickup was basic at best: a simple dashboard, hard seats, and manual windows. Driving it required patience, especially on inclines, where its engine struggled with every meter climbed. It wasn't the most comfortable vehicle, but it did its job with dignity. Outside of Japan, this little truck was a rarity. In markets like the United States, where big cars dominated the roads, the Subaru 360 pickup was seen more as a toy than as a serious pickup. However, over time it became a collector's item, appreciated for its eccentricity and its role in automotive history. Suzuki Carry, the silent worker. If there's one vehicle that has proven size isn't everything, it's the Suzuki Carry. Since its debut in 1961, this little titan has been a loyal work companion in Japan and beyond. Designed to comply with K-Kata regulations, this lightweight truck was an affordable solution for small business owners and Japanese farmers. With a 360 cubic centimeter engine in its early versions, the Carry wasn't aiming to be fast, but functional. Its compact size and flatbed made it extremely versatile. As it evolved, its engine grew to 660 cubic centimeters, the maximum allowed for K cars, giving it better performance without losing its economical essence. What made the Suzuki Carry a success wasn't just its reliability, but its versatility. It wasn't only sold in Japan, but also conquered markets in Asia, India, and South America. In Indonesia, for example, it's used as an improvised ambulance, while in India it's sold as the Maruti Suzuki Super Carry, a preferred option for small businesses. Driving a Suzuki Carry is a unique experience. You won't win any races, but its agility and ability to maneuver in tight spaces make it an invaluable vehicle. It's a true survivor, a truck that has stood the test of time without losing its essence. Honda Acti, the mini cargo beast. The Honda Acti is proof that efficiency doesn't have to come at the expense of size. Launched in 1977, this little truck, just 3 meters long, was a revolution in both urban and rural transport. Designed under the K-car regulations, the Acti was an affordable option for those who needed to transport goods without worrying about high fuel costs. Initially, the Acti came with a 360 cubic centimeters engine, which later evolved to 660 cubic centimeters to improve its performance. Unlike other mini trucks, Honda chose a mid-engine design, improving weight distribution and offering superior maneuverability. This made it especially popular on crowded streets and rural roads where space is a luxury. The Acti was not just a functional vehicle, but also came in various configurations, from vans to small pickups. Its surprisingly spacious cargo area made it ideal for small farmers, merchants, and delivery businesses. Over the years, Honda modernized the Acti, incorporating more efficient engines and safety improvements, but without changing its essence. It's not a luxury vehicle, nor does it pretend to be one. It's a reliable tool that keeps running when other, larger vehicles have already been put out of commission. Daihatsu Hijet, the miniature giant. If there's a vehicle that has proven size isn't everything, it's the Daihatsu Hijet. Since its launch in 1960, this little titan has traveled streets and fields with a versatility that made it an icon of light transport. Designed to be agile in Japan's narrow streets and tough enough to handle rural roads, the Hijet became the best friend of small business owners, farmers, and companies that needed to move goods without the costs of a big truck. At just over 3.2 meters long and 1.4 meters wide, the Hijet slips into any corner with enviable ease. Its early versions came with a 360 cubic centimeters engine, enough to meet the regulations for K-trucks in Japan, but over time it evolved to be equipped with 660 cubic centimeters engines. It's not a speedster or a powerhouse, but that was never its mission. Its strength lies in efficiency and practicality. Thanks to its size and light weight, it could carry moderate loads without consuming too much fuel, which made it an ideal option during times of economic crisis and rising fuel prices. From the very beginning, Daihatsu understood that the key to the Hijet's success was adaptability. That's why it was released in multiple configurations, from minivans to flatbed trucks. Its simple structure and no-frills interior kept costs affordable, which made it popular among those who needed a reliable vehicle for everyday use without spending a fortune. Additionally, its fuel efficiency made it a sustainable long-term option, keeping it on the market for more than 6 decades. But the Hijet didn't stay just in Japan. Its popularity crossed borders and reached other markets like Southeast Asia, where it became an essential tool for small business owners and farmers. In places where the streets are narrow and space is a luxury, its compact size and low cost made it a natural choice. And even though time has passed, its essence remains unchanged. Today, the Hijet continues to be a cornerstone of light transport, maintaining the formula that made it a success: small size, low fuel consumption, and unmatched versatility. Driving a Daihatsu Hijet is experiencing efficiency at its finest. There are no frills or luxuries, but every inch of the vehicle is designed for functionality. It's a reminder that, in the world of commercial vehicles, sometimes the smallest can be the greatest. Mazda Porter Cab, the small but mighty ally. When Mazda decided to launch the Porter Cab in 1969, they had a clear goal in mind: to create a light truck that could handle Japan's heavy traffic with ease. And boy, did they succeed. At just 3.2 meters long and with a 359 cubic centimeters engine, this K-truck became the perfect solution for shopkeepers, delivery drivers, and farmers who needed reliable and economical transportation for their daily tasks. What really set the Porter Cab apart was its maneuverability. Its small turning radius and compact size allowed it to move nimbly through the crowded streets of Japanese cities. For those who needed to make quick deliveries or transport goods in hard-to-reach areas, this light truck was a godsend. Its cargo bed, though small, was perfect for tasks like delivering fresh produce, tools, or any moderate load that didn't require a large truck. Mazda didn't try to make the Porter Cab a luxurious or flashy vehicle. Its design was simple and its purpose clear, to be a practical and functional work truck. And that was precisely its strength. The sturdiness of its build and its low operating cost made it a silent hero for small business owners and workers who needed a reliable workhorse. Although over the years Mazda stopped producing the Porter Cab, its legacy lives on in the communities that used it for decades. You can still see models in operation, proving that even though it wasn't the most powerful or the most modern vehicle, it fulfilled its mission perfectly. In a world where practicality often wins over showiness, the Mazda Porter Cab remains an example of efficiency and usefulness. Ford Bantam, the little pickup with a big heart. In a world where pickups seem to get bigger every year, the Ford Bantam went against the trend by proving that a compact pickup could be just as useful as its bigger siblings. From its debut in 1983 until its final production in 2011, this small but tough pickup became an icon of light-duty work, especially in markets like South Africa, where its combination of economy, durability, and functionality made it indispensable. Unlike the large American pickups, the Bantam was based on the Ford Escort and later on the Ford Fiesta, which gave it nimble handling and a compact design, ideal for urban environments. At less than 4.2 meters long, it was small enough to easily navigate narrow streets and tough enough to haul tools, materials, or goods without any trouble. Its cargo bed wasn't the biggest on the market, but it was designed to make the most of the available space, making it the perfect companion for workers, small business owners, and farmers. One of the Bantam's biggest draws was its fuel efficiency. Equipped with small but reliable engines, it offered much lower fuel consumption than traditional pickups, making it an ideal choice for those looking to cut costs without sacrificing functionality. Additionally, its maintenance was simple and affordable, a key factor for those who depended on the vehicle for their daily work. The driving experience of the Bantam was straightforward but effective. It didn't offer the luxuries of a modern pickup, but it did have the essentials: a practical interior, an easy-to-read dashboard, and a sturdy build capable of handling daily use without any trouble. Over the years, this model built up a loyal following, especially in South Africa, where it became part of the automotive landscape and a symbol of hard work and efficiency. Although the Ford Bantam stopped being produced in 2011, its impact is still felt. Many units are still in operation, proving that good design and solid construction can keep a vehicle relevant for decades. This model is a clear example of how, in the world of work vehicles, functionality and efficiency matter more than size or luxury. Sometimes, what really matters is having a vehicle that simply gets the job done, and in that, the Ford Bantam was a true champion. Although these pickups didn't rule the roads with brute power, their ingenuity, utility, and character made them legends on wheels. Small in size but big in history, these machines proved that efficiency and practicality can leave an indelible mark on the automotive industry.